Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. On January 5th of this year, Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney stood in the cold on a street in Philadelphia's Fairmont neighborhood and addressed reporters. As he spoke, he broke into tears, for it was his duty that morning to announce the worst home fire in the nation's recent history. We'll cover what happened at the end of this video. But first, we're going to go over the top 10 fire hazards in the home and what you can do to protect yourself. Number 1, candles. They may be cozy and inviting, but they're still little fires. And if you choose to light a candle, follow these safety tips. Keep candles at least 12 inches away from curtains, papers, clothing, cabinets, children, and anything else that's highly flammable. Stay in the same room as the candle, and always put it out before you leave the room or the house or go to bed. Don't burn the candle all the way down. Use sturdy candle holders that won't tip over easily, and avoid candle use in the bedroom. Number 2, outdated wiring. Old or bad wiring is present in some homes and it can be a fire hazard. How do you know if you have it? If you have to unplug one appliance to use another, or if the lights dim when you turn on an appliance, you may have outdated wiring. If you're experiencing either of these situations, call an electrician to check your wiring and make sure everything is up to date. Number 3, electrical appliances. We all have many appliances in the home, and you won't be able to get rid of them, but you should make sure that all the wires on all of your appliances are in good condition and that you replace any old frayed cords. Number 4, flammable liquids. Many people keep extra gasoline in their garage for their lawnmower or car. You do need to be extra careful with this liquid. We recommend that you store flammable liquids in a cool place away from heat sources and in safe containers. Number 5, cooking. To nobody's surprise, one of the leading causes of house fires is cooking. Fortunately, you can help prevent kitchen fires by following a few basic safety rules. Stay alert while cooking. Don't leave food unattended. Wear close-fitting clothing with short or tightly rolled sleeves. Keep oven mitts, wooden utensils, and towels away from any heat source. Don't throw water on a grease fire. Rather, put a lid on the pan to smother it. Don't turn the heat on too high when you cook. And clean your dirty stovetop to avoid a small kitchen fire getting out of hand. Number 6, heating. Did you know that space heaters accounted for 1/3 of home fires from 2007 to 2011? They also resulted in 4 out of 5 home heating fire deaths. So if you use a space heater, keep the following in mind. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from heating equipment. Never use your oven to heat your home. Have heating equipment cleaned and inspected annually. Turn off portable heaters when leaving the room, the home, or going to bed. And test smoke alarms monthly. Number 7, smoking. Of all the fire hazards in a home, smoking is number 1. This is because people will forget to put their lit cigarettes out and fall asleep after smoking. So if you do smoke in your home, always extinguish the butt of your cigarette in a sturdy ashtray and keep that ashtray away from anything flammable. Number 8, Christmas trees. Live Christmas trees are a great addition to any home during the holiday season, but when they dry out, they can become a fire hazard. So if you decide to go with a live tree, make sure you keep it hydrated and remove it as soon as it starts to die. Number 9, no smoke alarms. If you want to double your family's chance of surviving a fire, you should have several smoke alarms, and make sure you test your smoke alarms once a month and change the batteries every 6 months. A good rule of thumb is to change the batteries in your smoke alarms whenever you turn your clocks. And finally, number 10, outlets. We use outlets in our homes every day, but they can be a fire hazard. Here's how to check to make sure that your outlets are safe. Make sure your outlets are not overloaded or showing signs of wear. Rearrange things so as many appliances as possible are able to use their own outlets. Make sure your outlets aren't loose. Avoid running extension cords under rugs. Make sure your lamps are all using bulbs with wattage equal to or less than what the manufacturer recommends. and unplug appliances when they are not in use. But now that we've covered the top 10 fire hazards in a home, let's return to the Philadelphia fire. Around 6:40 a.m. on January 5th, Lori woke to the sound of screams. When she looked out her window, she saw orange flames coming out of the second floor of the townhouse across the street. Lori dialed 911, but no one answered. The lines were already jammed with other incoming calls. Yet 2 minutes later, the fire trucks arrived. And for 50 minutes, the city's firefighters battled the blaze before finally putting it out. But by that time, the fire had taken the lives of 12 people, including 8 children. In the hours that followed, firefighters and officials struggled with grief and shock and tried to piece together what happened. It seems that the fire most likely started when a 5-year-old boy accidentally ignited a Christmas tree with the lighter. There were 7 fire alarms in the unit at the time of the fire, but only the alarm in the basement was working. Though the basement alarm did go off, its alert came too late to help the second-floor residents escape. There are no words to adequately express the tragedy of a fire such as this. And in the end, all fire officials can do is share their advice on how to prevent a similar situation in the future. So in the wake of this month's tragic fire, let's all take a minute to review our homes for fire safety. Let's also keep the victims in our thoughts. And if you have any other fire safety tips, please share them in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.